Imagine waking up one day to find that every dollar you own, every transaction you make, is no longer under your control. An invisible hand is now monitoring your every move, dictating what's allowed and what's not. This isn't a dystopian fantasy, it's the reality that's unfolding right before our eyes. The Federal Reserve, in coordination with major banks and global financial institutions, is quietly rewriting the rules of our financial system, and they didn't ask for your permission. These changes might seem like improvements at first, offering more convenience and speed, but beneath the surface, they're designed to strip away your financial freedom. Imagine playing a game where the rules suddenly change, and it's rigged against you. The new rulebook gives those in power the ability to monitor your every move, control how you play, and even bar you from the game altogether. This is the future we're heading toward, a world where every transaction is scrutinized, every dollar tracked, and your money can be frozen or taken away with the flick of a switch. The most alarming part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. They're sleepwalking into a financial trap that could erode their privacy, their freedom, and their control over their lives. These changes are not just incremental, they're set to fundamentally alter our way of life. The new systems being introduced, ISO 2022, FedNow, and Tokenization, are not standalone upgrades. They are the building blocks for something much bigger, a central bank digital currency. This is the ultimate endgame, where governments and banks gain unprecedented control over your money and your life. Let's explore what's happening, why it's happening, and what it means for you. Our story begins with ISO 2022. A global messaging standard that's poised to revolutionize how financial institutions communicate. Think of it as a new universal language for money transfers, ensuring that every institution, no matter where they are, speaks the same language. On the surface, ISO 2022 is presented as a leap forward. It promises to make transactions faster, more efficient, and nearly error-free. It's being marketed as the future of modern finance, where cross-border payments are as seamless as sending a text message. But there's more to this story. ISO 2022 isn't just about convenience, it's about enabling the collection and transmission of an unprecedented amount of personal data with every transaction. Every time you move money, your name, address, account details, and even the reason for the transaction could be bundled with the payment. This isn't just about making things easier, it's about turning your financial activities into an open book, laid bare for scrutiny like never before. The illusion they're selling is one of streamlined banking, but the real risk lies in the erosion of your financial privacy. Every purchase, transfer, and donation meticulously recorded and analyzed. This isn't just efficiency, it's the building of a system where every dollar you move can be traced right back to you. FedNow, the gateway to central bank digital currency. FedNow is already up and running, allowing banks to move money instantly and around the clock. It's like laying down new digital highways that make payments faster and more efficient. But while it's making transactions easier, there's something bigger at play. FedNow is more than just a new payment system. It's the foundation that could lead directly to a central bank digital currency, or CBDC. Here's how. With FedNow, the Federal Reserve has built the infrastructure to handle real-time digital payments. This same system could easily be used to introduce a digital version of the US dollar, a CBDC. Essentially, FedNow is the plumbing that could support digital dollars, making it possible for the government to track and control every transaction in real time. If a CBDC is launched using FedNow, it would give the Federal Reserve and the government unprecedented power over your money. Every dollar could be monitored, and they could decide how, where, or even if you can spend it. In simple terms, FedNow is already creating the system that could lead to a digital currency where every transaction is under government control. What starts as a convenient way to speed up payments could become a tool for monitoring and controlling how you use your money. Tokenization, turning everything into digital codes. Our story continues with tokenization, the process of converting real assets like money, property, and even your identity into digital codes stored online. Tokenization is being sold as the future of asset management, promising security, efficiency, and the ease of transferring ownership. It's all about simplifying transactions, turning everything into digital formats, and removing the hassle of paperwork. But here's where it gets concerning. By converting everything into digital codes, you're giving up control. These codes can be tracked, controlled, or erased by whoever manages the system. If someone decides they don't like how you're managing your assets, they could take them away or lock you out. It's the ultimate power play, your wealth and identity stored in a system controlled by others. They want you to focus on the ease and efficiency of digital management, but the reality is that by converting your assets into digital tokens, you're surrendering control to a system that can change the rules whenever it pleases. It's like being handed a powerful tool, with the understanding that someone else can take it away whenever they choose. The dark reality, the system that takes away your freedom. When you piece together ISO 2022, FedNow, and tokenization, a clear picture emerges. A system where every transaction, every asset, and every financial move is under scrutiny and control. But there's more to this story, a central element that ties it all together: the creation of a central bank digital currency, or CBDC. Imagine this scenario. With these systems fully in place, those in power could engineer a financial crisis that forces us into a new, tightly controlled digital economy. They might claim the old system is failing, perhaps due to a cyber attack, a banking crisis, stock market crash, or an economic downturn, and present the CBDC as the only viable solution. In the chaos that follows, people might accept this new currency out of desperation, not realizing that it's designed to give unprecedented control over every aspect of their financial lives. This is the ultimate endgame, a CBDC seamlessly integrated with ISO 2022, FedNow, and tokenization. Together, these systems would create a world where every transaction you make is not only tracked but controlled. A world where your financial freedom is an illusion, and where your money exists only within a digital system that can be manipulated at will by those in power. The central bank digital currency is the key that unlocks this new financial reality. Once it's in place, every move you make, every dollar you spend, will be subject to the rules set by governments and banks. If they don't like how you're spending your money, they could stop you from using it altogether. And with cash eliminated and all assets tokenized, you'll have no escape. The illusion they're selling is one of efficiency, security, and modernization. But the reality is a world where your financial freedom is gone, where every move is monitored, and where the government and banks dictate every aspect of your financial life. The introduction of a CBDC is the final piece of the puzzle, completing a system designed to control your wealth, your privacy, and your independence. Shield your wealth with gold and silver against the coming storm. The financial system is changing in ways that threaten your privacy and control. ISO 2022, FedNow, tokenization, and the impending CBDC are designed to give governments and banks unprecedented control over your money and assets. As these systems become operational, your financial freedom could be at serious risk. Every transaction could be tracked, monitored, and controlled. Assets could be frozen or seized with a click, and a manufactured crisis might be used to push us into this new, controlled digital economy. But there is a way to protect yourself: physical gold and silver. Why gold and silver? Because they carry no counterparty risk. They're tangible assets you can hold in your hands, immune to digital control. They represent true ownership. If you can't hold it, you don't own it. Gold and silver stand outside the digital system, free from tracking or seizure. Throughout history, gold and silver have preserved wealth through crises and economic upheavals. They are your shield against the uncertainty and control that this new financial system threatens to impose. Stay informed and question the convenience being offered. As these systems come online, now is the time to secure your financial freedom. Don't wait until it's too late. Begin converting your wealth into physical gold and silver today. This isn't just a prudent financial decision, it's essential. In an increasingly controlled digital world, gold and silver offer real security. Remember, if you can't hold it, you don't own it. Gold and silver are your safeguard in an increasingly digital and controlled world. They are the assets that will protect you and your family from the coming storm. Act now, before the system is completely rigged against you. Call Swiss America today at 1-800-289-2646 and receive a no-obligation just education consultation about how precious metals can protect your wealth, and also get a free wealth protection packet. Call today at 1-800-289-2646. Be proactive. Protect and preserve your wealth today.